This JB and Rylee and cousin Faizon and Big Al at 702 Sports here on Valentine's Day at the Penalty Box, 4300 East Sunset. And tonight we have a comedy jam that's going to be explosive. We've got Naomi Starr that's hosting it, but we are produced and created by Creation for Cause and proud partners and supporters of the Care Complex and Best Buddies. So, fellas, over this extravagant Super Bowl week,
wow,
was some incredible things. First of all, I want to talk about, and I want to say thank you to Jeff Molitz for his 28th
Yes, thank you very much. It was awesome.
Thank you, Jeff Molitz.
Thank you. Yeah, it was awesome.
Check it out.
Jeff Mollitz's 28th annual Super Bowl house party in Las Vegas. And we all do it. Yay! What are we to expect tonight? None of these guys have been to Jeff Mollitz's party before.
Listen, the food is amazing, okay? Anything you want. And it's a great group of people. And nothing more I could say. Try and get yourself invited next year.
Let's go. I'm so excited today. It's unbelievable. The energy level here is incredible.
Here,
Food is incredible.
Seth, you're going to start taking over the mic for me right now. And we're going to start interviewing these people coming.
But let's go inside, guys. Let's see how everyone's doing today. Let's go inside.
Homie, I'll come down anytime.
Well, prediction today. Niners for change. We got one team.
Check Facebook.
Okay. Well, we'll talk more.
Come on. Here's the man of the hour here. Niners or Chiefs?
Yes. The team in the red and gold is going to win.
The team in the red and gold, guys. Let's go.
That's both teams, buddy.
That's both teams. Niners or Chiefs? Chiefs. Go Chiefs. Look at all those amazing food, guys. Like the honey station right here, guys. Cupcakes, donuts, everything you could possibly imagine. Open bar down here, guys. Hey, guys, Niners or Chiefs? This is Big Al, 702 Sports. Here with the man of the hour, giving us the triple beam live stream. Thank you so much for inviting the show.
Oh, you got it.
We're a young show. I want to say you are a great host.
I have plenty of space, but there's not space for me to work with here.
This is awesome.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Fun, guys.
Thanks.
Wasn't that was incredible.
Faizon had a good time.
had a really good
We got a chance to meet comedian Angie Crumb, and that was totally awesome. And Naomi Starr, which you will be seeing her. She is funnier than a box of Cracker Jacks, than 100 box of Cracker Jacks. She's from Philly, went down to Atlanta, and that's all I'm gonna leave it with that, right? Because she will be on our second segment. But first of all, we just want to say, Valley Toffee, thank you so much for getting a chance to sponsor Jeff Mollitz's and some of the live streams that we did. That really Valley Toffee was absolutely delicioso.
We loved it.
Now, we got Willie over here. We want to thank
What's up, guys?
$1 Million Mindset.
Oh, yeah, and we just want to say that tonight, Naomi Starr is going to be prize-winning this shirt for everyone, so you can check it out on our live stream all over Facebook. Yeah, baby!
This sports bar is absolutely incredible. You know, when I was rolling up on it and came in here, Penalty Box, lovely producer Anise, take a little flow show walk for it. Look how beautiful this place is. This place is absolutely great.
Wow.
I mean, it's got a private VIP room. It's got a little patio
It looks exclusive.
Can go out there and smoke your cigars, smoke your cigarettes. It's got this awesome music that's right here. Penalty Box, just like our VGK nights.
Gonna win a back-to-back Stanley Cup, I think.
I think we are too. Right now, we're just slowly going through the motions. Just got back from All-Star break. But let's just go ahead and talk about the things that we did. First of all, thank you to Mr. Tim Brown and his lovely wife, Sharice, who we were at the MGM Grand Top Golf. Got a chance to talk to Mr. Tim Brown. That was awesome. And got a chance to meet some other great people there, too, that absolutely are in the same idea and frame of mind of 702 Sports. Matter of fact, trying to get a chance to collaborate with us, too.
Nice.
Met a brother named Daryl Doobie from Pittsburgh. He's a celebrity chef. And the brother cooked chicken for Oprah, right? big Facebook following. It was, I was honored, especially getting a chance to talk to Tim. And I didn't get a chance to see his wife, but the movement and the way that he was going just was absolutely incredible. Got a chance to talk to Mr. Presley Taylor, cornerback from the Bills.
Oh, wow.
And that was awesome. And a matter of fact, you guys, check this out real quick, this clip that we have of it. Hello, everyone. This is Big Al from 702 Sports on the Sideline. And we are here at the beautiful Tim and Charisse Celebrity Golf Tournament. And they're raising money for the Elizabeth Smart Foundation. As you can see, it is absolutely gravy and groovy here. Woo-hoo! And this is the man, the myth, and the legend, everybody. This is Mr. Tim Brown. Oh my gosh, I'm so honored. Not only is he catching Heisman trophies, he's catching Hall of Fames, and now he's catching the first annual him and his beautiful, beautiful wife, Charisse Tim Brown Celebrity Golf Invitational here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I got goosebumps strolling through me right now. Mr. Brown, thank you so much.
I really believe that.
Hey, I'm just so honored. What made you decide to have it here in Las Vegas?
Well, it just sort of happened that way. When we first talked to Elizabeth, we knew we wanted to do something. It was really just a matter of how and when, and we thought this would be the perfect place, being that, this, first of all, Las Vegas alone is a problem for sex trafficking, and certainly with the Super Bowl being here, we thought it was the best time to have it here.
That's great. That's great. He's looking out for the community. Thank you, Mr. Brown. Being out here majority of all my life and just being with just my mother, I've seen how this town, maturated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And right now that the town is growing and we're at our point, we need people like you.
Sure.
We need people like you here. And I just want to ask you one question. How did you feel about the NFL and the brand this year? With a 10-1 Eagles team that finishes,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the Ravens having the number one defense, and just falling short at home.
Yeah, no, it was a very unusual end to the season. I don't think anybody thought these two teams would be there.
Yeah.
San Fran didn't play great. They didn't play great in the playoffs, really, and they're here in Kansas City. The Raiders beat them on Christmas Day, and everybody thought that was the end of them, and they're here. So, look, I think it's really a testament to these two teams and how hard they fought, because it was shaky for both of them, but they both were able to get it done.
It was very shaky. I played a little tight end, undersized, but I have great hands. See, I caught that. But I wish I had hands like you, Mr. Brown. But I've always looked up to Mr. Brown. Great wide receiver. Wanted to be a wide receiver, but I wasn't that fast.
I hear you.
But guess what? I'm a winner because I got a chance to talk to you
Well, I appreciate
in my lifetime. Thank you.
My life is going to be different now that I talk to you.
And for you, Mr. Cedric Bailey, I did get a chance. This is your birthday, twin. Same birthday. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you.
Enjoy the game.
God bless.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. That was awesome. Now, what did you think of the clip? What did you think about that, Faizon? That was awesome, huh?
Oh, wow.
Mr. Tim Brown right there.
Yeah. I can't believe you interviewed him.
And it's just cool for me. I remember growing up watching certain players, and Tim Brown was just one of those phenomenal receivers. It was really a lot of fun to grow up at, kind of our age, watching
exactly
so many, talented players like Tim Brown play. And he just was a down-to-earth person, always
down to earth.
You know what I mean? Really did it the right way, if you will. So
Hall of Famer.
Yep.
And one thing about Tim Brown that people didn't realize, not only is he a Heisman winning wide receiver, but he's also is a Hall of Famer. Yeah. And now for him to go ahead and do other things and doing other platforms was absolutely touching. Now, Anise got a chance, my lovely producer. She went to the Venetian, and there was a special women's fashion show that was there. Anise, please tell the
I'm
people.
only going to get on for a second. What's up, everybody? Anise, creative director, producer, 702 Sports. Yes, I was at the NFL Wives Off the Field charity fashion show this weekend, and I got to meet and interview Angela Billetnikoff. Did I say that right, Mike? I asked her on the red carpet. I kept messing up her name, but I get excited and I start stumbling. But she won the 2024 Women of Impact Award for the charity event. And what stuck out to me was her background. Her daughter was in a recovery program, and she got very successful in the program. And she graduated it, and she started helping others. And through someone she knew. Later on in life, she was brutally murdered. So her parents spent their lives dedicating to the Billetnikoff Foundation. So it's dedicated to drug and alcohol programming, sex trafficking, and rehabilitating people in homelessness. Actually, which is as you know, Creation for Cause. That is our big forte here. Their message over there was fashion, philanthropy, and inclusion. And I was so honored to be able to interview some of the athletes and to interview some of the wives.
And very much aligned to what we do.
Exactly. I was very overwhelmed. Al couldn't be at the event, so I kind of took charge with the mic. And but it was more my background. I have a background in fashion, and I have a background in nonprofit work and homelessness, and I have a background in trafficking. So we got to talk, and I got a lot of great contacts that will help the show and help us move us forward with our mission. Let's watch now.
What's up? It's your girl Candace Price, also known as Catch Candace, here at the Off the Field Wives Association, the only fashion show there is at the Super Bowl. So stay tuned.
Fashion shows like this are very important for our community. It not only brings awareness, but it gives people a reason to get dressed up for one another and come out and enjoy the fruition of their work. Oops, I'm so sorry. Hi, could we get an interview with you? Oh my gosh, Anise Labram, WPS, how are you? You look amazing. So tell me about yourself. Who are you, my dear?
Yes, hi. So I'm a woman. I do all kinds of things, but right now my biggest thing is acting. So I'm working on a film called E40S, and it stands for Every 40 Seconds a Child Goes Missing. So it's very deep, and 1 in 4 of those go into human trafficking. So it's a huge cause. I think it's right up under our nose. All of us are impacted, even by someone we know, so it's an amazing cause. So.
Tell me why this event is Off the Field is so important for you both tonight. I can only imagine you're with the CEO of the Boys and Girls Club.
Yes, so the impact, the money that we raise from the fashion show, it supports the Vegas community, and so that's something that we're big fans of. We, love doing things in the community for youth, and so this is important to us. And so even with my husband, when he played in NFL, something that we always did, we had scholarships and things like that, and so it was just kind of full circle for us to be a part of this. And so I grew up as the only child, so the Off the Field sisters are my sisters. So
I'm with Angela Billetnikoff. Did I say your name right? I messed it up again. How are you doing here today?
Doing well, thank you very much.
Now, I wanted to stop, Angela. We were just talking off camera about the importance of this organization and this fashion show tonight, and we really delve in deep on why it's so important. So I wanted her to tell you guys a little more about her background and what she does and how this association was started. How are you doing? Thank you so much.
I'm doing fabulous, thank you. So the Billetnikoff Foundation started with my stepdaughter, Fred's daughter. She went through drug and alcohol program and came out of it very successfully, but she was a teenager and she was in Burlingame Women's Association, so it was a women's facility, and she found out that she was the youngest one in the facility. So she started working hard, working with the executive director to get benefits and things like that to build a teen center. It was very important to her. And so she was asking Dad, hey Dad, we're doing a little fundraiser, can you sign an autograph football? And he was so proud of her. And her hopes and her dreams of seeing a facility to help out girls like her. So in 1999, someone cut that short. She was brutally murdered by someone that she knew. And so as a family, we could not let Tracy's dream die with her. So we extended, in 2000, we established the Billetnikoff Foundation, and we have been, this is going to be our third Tracy's Place of Hope. It's a residential program for teens. for drug and alcohol abuse and domestic violence. But this one here in Las Vegas, Boulder City, is a little bit something special. It's dialed in specifically for human traffic victims from the ages of 10 to 18. They're basically kidnapped, and it's a brutal life, if you will. But so the foundation is teaming up with St. Jude's Ranch, and we're helping them build the Healing Center, which is a 10-acre piece of property. We're going to be naming one of the 5,500 square foot home Tracy's Place of Hope, so we can continue on her legacy of helping teens. And the Bolitnikoff Center of Hope. This is going to be our second one. One's in California, one's going to be here on Boulder City. So it'll be the hub of restoration, healing, hope, for a more dignified life.
I really am very passionate about being here today because of this. I think it's very important. We want to help each other become beautiful and the best version of each other. And when some of us fall short behind because of the damage that has been done to us, we need women like you to remind us that it's okay, that we can still get up in the morning, feel pretty, and not let that damage affect us.
And I'd also like to acknowledge the off-the-field women of the NFL. Our men that are on the field doing a tremendous job, and they do a great job of entertaining the world. Yes. But the women off the field are so intelligent and so brilliant that they are in their own communities, raising funds, doing the hard work, pounding the street. Off the field women have been doing this for 22 fabulous years. Yay! And impacting every single Super Bowl city that they go to. So support Off the Field any way you can. Become a member. They really do fabulous work.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for your time. I'm going to give you a hug. Oh, thank you, Angela.
Just wrapped up the 23rd annual Off the Field NFL Wives Association Charity Fashion Show here at the Venetian Theater. We had an incredible performance by SWV. We had an amazing runway show. We were about to go downstairs to see if we can wrap up this event with a couple more interviews. So once again, Anise Labrum, WPS, here at the Off the Field NFL Wives Association Charity Fashion Show at the Venetian. You guys have a beautiful day, and we are looking forward to the Super Bowl here in Vegas. Talk to you soon. Peace from Anise. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then Rylee, how did you have fun at this weekend's party?
Mm-hmm.
I heard that you made a lot of Valentines. Faizon, you want to talk about that? I heard you asked my girl Rylee out on a date tonight. So happens that we happen to be at a comedy club. So, yeah, when we do this live stream later on, you're going to have to make sure that Rylee is having a good time.
What should I ask her now?
Yeah.
Rylee, would you be my Valentine?
Oh, yay! She drinks Sprite. I'm her publicist.
Low ice.
Yeah, low ice.
I feel a sense of magic.
Aw.
So it's a little twinkle in my heart right there.
Right?
We got the little magic right there. 702 Love.
702. We all about love. And if you have a chance, check out Off the Field at their foundation. It's very incredible. It's really about empowering women off the field to really support their husbands, and the husbands come in too. It's phenomenal. But this is not my show. I'm going to get off the mic. JP, take over.
And then we would just want to say thank you to BGC Sports Network, Daryl Day and Cedric Bailey. Thank you so much. And with all the other events that we did was one great. We were at the Patio Nightclub, and we were there, and it was 32 degrees, but we were still there, cranking out, talking to all the cool DJs, and DJ Memphis Hollywood. This brother right here was great. I mean, like, he had the real cool down south swag. He was there. He's pioneered. He did so much things, coming from down south to coming here and getting a chance to have some great, talented DJs. Check out these clips.
Be not afraid, homie, believe. If you not a photo, with just be admirable. You gotta be in the studio, cause when you go at the cheese, you don't have to make no sacrifice, you know what you do. If you the cheaper, no one believe you are the best. If you the best, success. No one expect you to achieve. I got you want to succeed. When the success is not final, failure is not fatal. It's the courage to continue that count. Don't let those kind of circumstances bind you to feeling you unable to make the right decisions to make it out. It's time to see your blessing walking with your head down. Change your environment, you are who you hang around. You gotta be willing to always go the extra mile. Everybody looking up to you, can't let them. Hey,
what's the deal, y'all? My name is Happy to God. I represent the Inland Empire. I'm with my man Faizon. No love, respect. Yeah, I'm here with 702 Sports. Yeah, we live at the Patio Nightclub and we getting it in.
Good brother.
Let's go.
What is your flavor?
My flavor is all flavors. You know, I'm Murder Merle. Y'all can follow me at MURDAMERLE.
YT the man, you feel me? Say more, say less. You understand me?
We are here with the new artist right here, Joe Jack from Omaha, Nebraska, aka Chupa 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 JJ, the beautiful singer, entertainer, Miss Essie. And we have the man of the hour, the Power Hour. And I love his name, America. It is DJ Memphis. Hollywood. Doing it right here. His big event at the Patio Night.
That's number one.
That's the number one. Patio Nightclub. Pre-gaming. And he's got some DJs up in there himself. They about to go ahead and put the blast on. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to tell you thank you, man, because it's an honor, man, to get a chance to meet a good brother that's doing things for the community. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So what is this? What does this all mean to you, brother? What does it mean?
What it means to me mean a lot. It means that that my impact in the city is appreciated. Right now, I'm just giving opportunity to the people who wouldn't have the opportunity. First off, you see what I'm saying? Phenomenal situation, but yeah, it's great. And what it means to me to have y'all here. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Sports, man.
Thank you so much. And you know what? What do we always say in 702 Sports? Inclusion. Inclusion means no one gets left out. And that's the seed of love. And that's what my main man right here, Memphis Hollywood, DJ Memphis Hollywood, is doing for the community. Inclusion. He leaving nobody out that want to get in this rap game. Faizon, you got a chance to get your first interview.
Yeah.
That was great. That was great.
I was nervous. I'm not gonna lie, my first interview ever, you know, but it was a success, you know. He liked it, and yeah, and I'm looking for more in the future.
Well, we hope this show is helping you for that.
Oh yeah, it is.
So as you can see, we've had a lot of events. You know, we had 4 events in like almost 3 to 4 days. And now we're at this great venue, great comedian from Philly / down south to Atlanta. And now she is here. Cannot wait to see Miss Starr.
What did you guys think about the Super Bowl?
And Big Al, before and I want to talk about the Super Bowl, but it was really good. The city of Las Vegas. I don't know if you guys got a sense of the buzz, but like every report I saw on TV of national people, like everybody raved on how well the Las Vegas did all week hosting the Super Bowl.
Oh, wow,
and
yeah.
you know, and even there's a couple people I won't name, big name people, Hall of Fame people that were on TV that said New York City, of course, is kind of viewed a certain way, but they said Vegas. Nowhere in the world probably can host an event like the Super Bowl as well as Vegas. So I was surprised on what praise, but you know, I want to mention thank you Las Vegas for doing such a great job, and you know, kind of all of us collectively. So
that was great. That was great. You know what? I had a sense of that and a vibe of that. You know, but like now that you brought it to the forefront, you're right, because we have been like talking about this all year of 2023.
And I think it's easy for us as being here and living here to know it, to expect it, but for outside people to come and experience it and then echo the same things, it was really cool.
And the game actually lived up to the hype.
Absolutely.
Because it was like watching it was like a heavyweight fight.
Yeah.
Back and forth, back
very
and
much
forth.
so.
Yeah.
What was the best quarter that you seen?
I want to say it was the third quarter. Yeah.
The third quarter
is when I turned up the most, and I was up on the TV screen yelling. I caught myself yelling.
And it was interesting. I think to your point, at least to me, the first half was, I mean, San Francisco came out really playing like they wanted it more in a way, but
Yes.
4 quarters. But in the
Yes.
first half, it was low scoring. Both teams. I'm trying to remember. I think they both fumbled, if I remember right, in the first half.
Yeah.
But it was really weird because even though it didn't seem like an even game, you looked at the score and it was. I forget the halftime, but it was very much like 10-6, or
It was
a
very
low score,
competitive,
very competitive, very low
score.
score. And then second half, it almost seemed like a different feel.
Totally different half, tale of two halves. Like the one quarter that really shocked me was the fourth quarter, because a sense of urgency came.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, and then that overtime. I mean, I got to be honest with you guys, right? I thought San Francisco was going to pull it out, but the team who I rocked with all year, who I thought wasn't going to win, was Kansas City, remember?
And I know
they won.
And I know in football we talk about this a lot, but I think it came to be you got to score touchdowns in football.
Right.
Those kind of things come back to haunt you, and I think that was the difference, right? San Francisco relied a lot on kicking field goals when Kansas City was scoring touchdowns. So I think in a weird way it came down to the end, overtime. One team kicks a field goal, the other team scores a touchdown, and that was it.
Scores a touchdown. And the thing about it was San Francisco had a rookie kicker, Moody, right? And if I'm correct,
he did play at Michigan, which hurt me a
played
little
at
bit, but
Michigan? Oh, wow.
he played well, I think, to some degree, but he missed the extra point. They said, the commentators said, I think it was low kick because of pressure. It's a little weird to me as a Michigan fan because he had a lot of pressure at Michigan. They went 2 of his years, they went to the college football playoffs, and he had kicked well at Michigan overall, but
what was amazing is that the Chiefs, it was a low kick, and the Chiefs defensive player just came up there and blocked it.
Yeah.
You know, and when I seen that, I said, okay, that was the first turning point.
It's the
to
little
me.
things. It's the little things.
The
in
little
football,
things. And when come the big game,
Yeah.
like that is the game. The Super Bowl is the game. You cannot make mistakes.
Yep.
The turnover battle, we know about that. But mistakes like that, you can't cash in on stuff like that. You can't.
I kind of took it personal too. Taylor Swift, they didn't get the ball. Taylor Swift in the end zone, aka Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
He didn't get they gave it to Nicole though. So yeah.
Okay. So, just recapping the Super Bowl, we talked about it, but I just got some breaking news today that we do have to take at least 5 seconds of silence because the Super Bowl parade in Kansas City happened today, and 22 people were shot, and 1 person died. So please, 5 seconds, please. Thank you so much. Thank you. To have a celebration like that.
It's unfortunate when bad tragedy overshadows what should be a glorious event, right, for a community celebrating. We talk about community here, and so it's just unfortunate that we have that kind of thing happen.
I was at home and
Never
I was watching the people line up, right, earlier this morning, right? And they were lining up, and it was like at least 4 or 5 blocks long. And all of a sudden, later on that evening, I hear that. And it just really got my heart, on that. So, going to another sport, we're just going to recap on a couple things. In hockey, we got 3 teams that just top it all. There is the Oilers of Edmonton, the Vegas Knights, and the Colorado Avalanche. So those are the 3 best teams in hockey right now. They just came off the All-Star break, right? So let's just see VGK. Let's go. Make the push, get into the playoffs. And let's go ahead and get a repeat.
And I want to give a shout out to the Red Wings, who haven't been in the playoffs in quite a while. That we're actually, as a Red Wings fan, we're actually about 6th or 7th seed right now.
Yeah, the Red Wings are playing better hockey this year.
We're coming back finally.
Compared to the last 2
I mean, I got no problem with the Knights, so go Knights. But I'm a hometown guy, so I've been a Red Wings fan since I was a kid. So.
And then as far as the NBA, the best team, Boston Celtics. 45-12. The All-Star game is this week, and it is going to be incredible.
It's going down.
It's this week in Indianapolis.
Should be a great second half of the season as well. So really looking forward to both hockey and NBA.
That's the best time because after the All-Star break, those teams go pushing, and you can see must-see TV when it comes to hockey and the NBA. And then spring training for baseball is this month.
Right now.
So right now, let's just get ready for a great run of sports. And we're going to wrap this first segment up We'll be back to you in 2 and 2. Come on back. Hello, everybody. We are back with my personal queen of comedy, Miss Naomi Starr.
Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing today?
Super great to have you. Excited.
Thank you for having me.
I met this sister here at Jeff Mollitz's venue. Oh my gosh. She's had me in stitches. But first, we got to introduce Barry the Bear. Barry, what's happening? And there's Olivia.
Nice to meet you, Naomi.
Nice to meet you guys.
There's my girl Disco Baller. Holla.
Hi, Naomi. It's so nice to meet you. Welcome to 702 Sports. I just can't wait for your live stream later.
And there's Plasma Pete just sitting back.
I'm here too. My name's Olivia. It's very nice to meet you, and I can't wait either.
And my name is Plasma Pete, and I am a Raiders fan now. I am officially a local. Naomi, welcome to 702 Sports on the Sideline. We are so excited to have you here and to live stream your show tonight. Whee!
And we don't want to forget about Willie. Willie is just cold chilling.
What the heck? You know, Naomi, we got a special gift over here. We're going to have Rylee give you in a minute. It's from $1 Million Mindset. They're one of the sponsors from Super Bowl. Yeah, it's got a QR code that goes right to the live stream, baby. Just for you. Yeah.
But you know, Miss Starr, I got a chance to read some things about you. So, like, born in Philly, huh?
I was born in Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn,
from
New York.
Philadelphia.
From Philly.
Yes.
And lived in Virginia?
I lived in Germany, Virginia, Arizona, Florida, California.
Were your parents military by chance? That
Yes,
sounds like,
my mother was in the Army.
Awesome. I was prior Air Force myself.
Oh, okay. My sister is retired Air Force. Yep.
Right on. So,
Thank you for your
when,
service.
when did you find out? Like, when did you find out that you had this secret talent of making people laugh?
So I used comedy to tell my testimony and my story, and I left my fiance and I went to Atlanta, back to Atlanta, and I became homeless, and I had to live with. I didn't have to, but they took me and my son in. The wife of singer CeeLo Green, Christina Johnson, and I was still working while I lived there. And one day I was on my way to work, and she was like, "We got you on a radio show. You're going to be on the radio at 7." And I'm like, "Awesome!" And I'm like, "Well, what am I on the radio for?" And she's like, "We think you're a comedian. We think you're funny. So we think you have a shot at being a big star." And I was like, "Okay." So I happened to be working as a temp with John Deere. I don't know if you guys know the tractor trailer company, John Deere.
Oh, okay. Yes.
And I was very close with my manager, and I was like, "Hey, I'm going to be on the radio tonight," and he thought that was pretty dope, and that's how it all started. I was on a radio show. I don't know if you know Doodoo Brown, the comedian.
Yeah, Doodoo Brown.
I was on his underground comedy radio show. That was the first radio show I was on. And then I was on a Fox Trap radio with a lady named Miss Hollywood, and she was actually just in the Tubi movie. I forgot the name of that movie, but shout out to Miss Hollywood. I'm glad to see you finally made it to TV, girl.
Nice.
Right on. Thank you so much for letting us be part of the venue.
Oh, you're welcome. Penalty Box is my home venue. I've always wanted to do events and throw shows and produce them. My ultimate goal is to own a franchise of comedy clubs and be a talent manager, as well as produce quality shows that give a different feel than your regular comedy show.
I think that's great.
Wow.
You know, you said your favorite queen of comedy is some more, huh?
That's my girl. She's the one that actually I asked her to mentor me. I was very persistent in her inbox on Instagram to mentor me in comedy, and then she just wrote me back, "You need to get I can't mentor you." She told me no, but she was like, "You need to get the Comedy Bible by Judy Carter," and I got that, and I didn't read it for 3 years, and I'm still only on the 3rd chapter now, but it's a very helpful book.
What's the hardest thing? You kind of sounds like not maybe fell into comedy, but they said, "Hey, we think you'd be good at comedy." What's been the hardest for you to kind of do comedy? If you didn't maybe have experience growing up doing that, like how's it been to kind of get into doing comedy? If you don't
I'm damaged. So, you know, a lot of comedians, a lot of people don't talk about this, but a lot of comedians are damaged. They have, you know, financial woes, mental health woes, they're lonely, they lost all their family and stuff. So I have always had a humorous twist with everything that happened in my life. And I really honestly feel the hardest thing about coming into comedy when I was in Atlanta was coming in through a celebrity, you know, because I got pegged as, you know, you're not a comedian, you're only here because of who you know. And I'm not going to lie, I was pretty horrible at comedy when I started. I would just get up there and say whatever I thought was funny, which was not funny. I didn't have a punchline. I didn't really have a premise. But for some reason, I kept getting booked. So I was a little finer and smaller back then, too. So that might have had something to do with it. But, yeah, so that was probably, like, the hardest thing was, like, being taken seriously as a comedian, especially with my background. I was a stripper, and I was in magazines as a stripper. So a lot of people didn't take me seriously when I first came into comedy. It was more like they were calling me hoes and lying on me and saying I slept with people for stage time and making posts about me on Facebook.
Wow. Oh,
and
wow.
I went through a lot of bad stuff when I first started doing comedy, and it was mostly because of a lot of people knew how I got into it. So
but look at how the journey turned out. You know what I mean? Now you're here. You're in Vegas. You got people supporting you. I think that is just so beautiful. You know, they say it's not how you start, it's how you finish, and it's in the journey. It's in the journey.
Yes.
Journey is what make it precious. So I want to say thank you, sister.
Thank you.
Here.
That is true. It is the journey. I do remember, and I hate to say I forgive and forget, because I might forgive, but I don't forget anything.
Same here.
And I remember those people were like calling me Naomi Starr. And, you know, saying I wasn't never going to prosper in this business. And I really didn't start doing comedy consistently as I do now until I moved to Vegas back in 2021. So, and now I have 3 venues. I've been pegged. Had an article wrote on me from the comedy reviewers, and they go around to like all the big comedy clubs and write articles on who they think is going to take off. So that was pretty cool. And then I've been on CW twice, and the Penalty Box. This is my home venue. I have other venues, but I really want Penalty Box to get their accolades because they've been supportive of me through this whole process, and anything I say I want to do, they're on board. Like that's even awesome. Having 702 Sports here, so that was I was blessed with them. Yes, we love you, Penalty Box, and those same people that were calling me Naomi Starr, they're calling me from Atlanta to come on my shows. So
wow,
yeah.
Love that. Well, and I remember. Hearing, and it may be probably a lot of comedians, but even Joe Rogan's really kind of known in comedy, would spend a lot of time, anytime he'd have a little bit of time at night when he was living in Los Angeles, he would go to the comedy club and practice. You know, he really worked really hard and still does. So, I mean, I think no matter how people view other people, if they've arrived or not, you know, it's a lot of work, and I'm sure you put in a ton of work. So, you know, it's awesome to see that you're having, you know, some success and building off of that.
Thank you. I learned. I have to give a lot of credit to a guy. We're not as in touch anymore, but his name is Mike Stiggs, and he really came out and took me under his belt and showed me how to write a joke, even my jokes that I've had for years, because it takes jokes sometimes 10 years. You'll hear the same joke like Mike Epps, Cat Williams, Kevin Hart, Samora, Monique. You've heard them tell that joke maybe in 95, and then you hear it again in 2024, and it's the same joke, but it has a twist on the premise or a twist on the punchline. So I feel like any good joke takes about 5 to 10 years to mature. So just being able to come out here and get the experiences on stage. I don't do a lot of open mics because sometimes when you do a lot of open mics, you're pegged as an open micer instead of being a comedian. And to get booked on the bigger stages, I've been blessed to do Jimmy Kimmel's twice, LA Comedy Club. Shout out to Amir at 18th Ben. That's a smaller room, but it's a very established show out here. Drunken Jokes, and Steve McAnally on at Rick's Rolling Smoke. These are all people that gave me a chance and just believed in me when I was up there. And now just all of those people, those types of people are like so excited for my growth.
That's awesome.
That is great. That is awesome. Wow. That is awesome.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
I have a question. So I had my biggest moment on camera when I had my first interview. So what would be like? How was it like when you first got on stage? And you did your first performance. How did you feel?
Drunk. It was drunk and horrible. I was dressed to the nines though. I looked good doing that horrible comedy. That was. Being a stripper, I don't have a problem with getting on stage. I don't have a problem with getting on stage. Actually, being on stage with my clothes on is harder than being on stage with them off. So,
the favorite types of comedy I like. I grew up listening to Richard Pryor, right? And Richard Pryor to me he's the GOAT. Period. Because the thing that made him so funny is that he talked about himself, about his drug addiction, about how he went through with his 4 wives. You know what I mean? How he grew up with his grandmama, and his grandmama had a hoe house. You know what I mean? And his own mom was a hoe. So he just talked about things like that he grew up with. Where? In Illinois, Peoria. I'm from Chicago. And believe me, back in the 50s, that's just how life was. You know what I mean? But late great Richard Pryor, God bless you.
Yeah, God bless. Rest
His
in peace.
humor is blunt and it's upfront, and you get it right here, right on the sleeve.
So what are some of, if you don't mind me asking, I'm piggybacking off of that, what are some of your favorite comedians, maybe when you're growing up or now, or what, who are some of the people that you kind of...
like he said, that's what he read my bio. Samora is my all-time favorite female comedian. And then there's a lady named Eliza Schislinger. She's one of my favorite comedians, and I found out she's a Pisces like me. And how I started liking her was we had the same shirt on when I was watching TV. I was like, damn, I got the same shirt as that. So I Googled her sign. I was like, okay, I like her. She's a Pisces. That's why we have the same shirt. My favorite male comedians are, my all-time favorite one is Mike Epps. I like Corey Holcomb, Lavelle Crawford, Mike Epps. I don't watch too much comedy, and for the reason why is because a lot of comedians watch comedy and they try to mimic that comedian style. So I feel like if I don't see it, I'm not mimicking it.
Yeah.
I just go up there and I do my thing. A lot of my strength is that I've noticed is improv. I'm really good off the dome, and that's probably because I curse so many people out. And so I'm like, I don't know what to say. So
I like improv. She says it spits it right from her heart, right from the dome.
Yes.
A lot of my friends said, Al, you're just so funny. I'm like, why am I funny? Because you're just so blunt.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm just so blunt. I'm just so raw. But here it is. I'm not gonna cut no one down. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna tell you about my crazy life and how it was. And most people really walked in these shoes. These old 10 and a half right here.
That's it.
I cannot wait to get a chance to chop it up with my girl right here, man. She is just so beautiful. Like I said, I met her at Jeff Mullet's Super Bowl bash, and
I swear they had that party was off the chain.
It was.
The food was amazing. I kept talking. I said they had somebody black grandma hidden somewhere because it was all seasoned right. I'm sorry, y'all. It was no raisins in the potato salad. White folks really don't do that, y'all. So. It was good. That food was amazing.
Riley's got something for you, Naomi, before you start your live stream. Riley!
Where is Johnny's favorite song?
No questions for me, Riley?
It looks like JP's gonna help Riley instead. Riley! Hand Naomi the shirt that we got her. The $1 Million Mindset.
I miss my hero.
So Naomi, she has a hero. His name is Toby Keith, and he just passed away, and she's been very upset.
Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. Thank you so much, Rylee. This is so nice. And y'all knew my size. Okay. Somebody knew something.
For anyone and everyone.
Yes, these jugs definitely need a 2X. Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Miss Starr. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. And can I tell you guys, so every Wednesday we have Crack You Up Comedy. That's my brand, and it's starting to take off all over Vegas. It's called the Crack You Up Comedy brand. We're here every Wednesday at the Penalty Boxes Sports Bar and Grille. We're also in Henderson, Nevada. We're also at DB's Cajun Kitchen every other Friday for dinner and the show. And we're also at Thirsty Thursdays at Naomi's Island Cafe down on Main Street. So make sure you guys check us out. We also have it's called Crack You Up and Paint coming soon. So make sure I had to change the venue, so that's still in the works. But yes, Crack You Up Comedy is going to be a household name, so make sure you guys follow.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Okay. We had just got this great interview. She's going to go get ready for her venue. And we will be back in 2 and 2. Thank you. Come back. Woo! Thank you so much for coming back to us. Coming back to 702 Sports. Produced, created by Creation for Cause. And now we're going to go ahead and talk about this segment here, which is we're just going to hit on some major things coming into like the next 3 months, okay, of sports. Okay, first of all, the Aces will be coming back for a 3-peat, fellas. 3-peat. And they just signed Candace Parker just for a 1-year deal. Okay, but that 1 year is going to be great because we just hope that she can stay healthy, right, throughout the whole year. But guess what? The first 2 months of last year was good because it set the tone.
And I anticipate no drop-off. I mean, I think the
Exactly.
Aces will be hungry still.
Yep.
And I think 3-peat sounds great.
The last team that did something great like that was the Houston Comets, right, with Cynthia Cooper. And that's when the league first started, right? That team won like 5 in a row, right?
And I really like our coaching staff. I think the coaching staff is going to have them ready to go, so I'm excited about that.
What you think? Well, this year, fellas, we got to get to an Aces game, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
without a doubt.
For
My
sure.
cousin, season ticket holder, told me that is the venue to get to, and it's not that expensive here. Well, we'll see this year. You know what I mean? But last year, it wasn't that expensive at all. Now, back to the baseball and the A's. $1.5 billion. That's the number. Wow. That is the number that the owner wants us as a community to pay, right, for the stadium, right? And on top of it, I was hearing this one number of $328 million that he wants personally. And then the Tropicana Hotel and Casino, which has been here since the 60s, right? One of the first, dang near, if not first, second wave of casinos that came out here. They're talking about tearing that down. Now, that's going down in April. Where they're going to tear it down anyway. But a lot of people, Miss Carol Goodman, the mayor, just spoke about it. She was like, you know what? Just keep the A's near the water.
But it'll be interesting because I think Major League Baseball, the owners, if I remember right, they almost unanimously approved them coming to Vegas. And I think in a weird way, it feels like baseball wants that to happen. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Well, it's weird because, like, what baseball wants and what Miss Goodman wants, our mayor, are we talking two different conversations, right? You know, especially when $1.5 billion, that's a lot of taxpayers that's going to be paying that. Wow. That means, like things, hey, to live here in Vegas, you live on a budget, still the same, still like black and white, black and blue. But when you, as a local, can live here and can accept the prices of things, but now you're going to a venue that is absolutely like on the Strip, and the way how that stadium looks, don't get me wrong, that stadium is absolutely beautiful. It'll be worth every penny of it. But as far as raising prices out here, and Carol Goodman, her husband was the mayor here for 2 terms, you know, and she's on her 2nd term. So it's like, I just think that she's really being Vegas strong and really looking out for us out here as local people.
But I think whether the A's come or not, I think there'll be a Major League Baseball team here at some point soon, whether it ends up being the A's or a new team.
You know, we're getting a basketball team.
Yeah.
We're getting a basketball team. And that's going to be great. Seattle's getting a team, and we're getting a team. So I think they want to work on that. And then one thing I did hear is that Carol Goodman says she wants Vegas to have their own team.
Oh yeah.
Like the Aviators are already out here. So that is the inside scoop coming here at 702 Sports. Too much money, $1.5 billion for a team that really the revenue, fan base, so it's about the locals having to have to spend out that money, but we could go ahead and start our own thing like we did with the Aces, like we did with VGK.
Yeah.
And you see, that turned out good, right?
Yeah.
Within the first 10 years, right? We're looking at going back-to-back in hockey and going for a three-peat. A three-peat.
I like that.
Three-peat.
I like that.
Right? In WNBA. Right, so let's just stay Vegas strong. Hold on to our wallets. Hold on to our coach purses. Right? You know what I'm saying? And hold on to the money. You know what I mean? Hold on to it. So, going back to this now, college basketball. It's time now.
Oh, yeah.
If it ain't time, it's time.
Madness
because
is coming.
March Madness is coming.
Coming.
UConn, who won it last year, still number one in the country this year, beating teams by margins, by 20.
Team. That's my team. I think they're gonna win it all.
I'm
saying it now. I'm saying it now.
All right.
I wasn't lying about the Lions.
Wasn't lying about the Lions. The Lions went far. Connecticut won it last year with good defense. But this North Carolina team looks pretty good. And JP, I hate to say that. I love Michigan.
Oh, they're horrible. I don't know what is wrong this year. I have no idea.
Juwan Howard, Fab Five, right?
Yep, and I hate to say it, but I think he should be fired. Like, if it was me, I would fire Juwan Howard at this point. Like,
wow.
I think he has maybe hit a ceiling. Like, even when we've had a good team under Juwan Howard, it felt like late in games and close games, they always seem to lose those games. He'd make it to about the Sweet 16, but come up short. So I love Juwan Howard. I'm a Fab Five. Grew up around the, watching the Fab Five. Love and respect Juwan Howard as a coach and a mentor to his players, but I think it might be just time for a new person to come in.
Let me ask you a question since you with big Michigan native. Juwan Howard had a lot of temperament issues. Almost got into it with a coach last year. Do you think, because it just hit me, do you think that's messed up his recruiting?
That I don't really know. I think I'm okay. I know this sounds maybe bad, but I think I'm okay with that line a little bit, because if you think about athletes, you watch, and even, it's been in the news the last few days, Travis Kelce kind of bumping the coach during the time. Mm-hmm. Tom Brady coming to his defense saying, hey, emotions are high during a game. You're not, he said something in an article about you're not in your Zen state or in your, kind of in a zone moment. You're kind of have the temperament going, or the emotions going. So I think to Juwan Howard, I mean, he's crossed the line a little bit. Mm-hmm. He's been suspended and kind of, things that there's been some fallout from it, but I think I'm okay with that a little bit, as long as it doesn't. I mean, I guess he kind of pushes up against the line, and as a player and as a coach in the NBA, he never really went over that line. So I kind of look at the whole package. Like, I don't know if that's affected recruiting, but I think like the landscape of the NIL and some other things in both college football and college basketball has changed a lot. Right. So, he's had players leave after one. Well, not just him, even Coach K, when Coach K was still coaching. They've had a lot more guys come one and done, and there's that, kind of pressure to go out and still recruit. So
right. Well, one thing that surprised me when they lost their center. Their center went Hickinson. He went to Kansas. Yeah. Hunter Dickinson. He's a great center. Young. He went to Kansas.
Yeah.
Now I asked myself, I'm like, Hunter at Kansas? And Juwan Howard knew how to use him.
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong, Blue, I've been following the Fab Five. Love the Michigan program. Love Jalen Rose, Juwan Howard. The thing about it is this. I'm just going to say this one thing. His recruiting. If he doesn't do good recruiting this next year, I would not be surprised.
But I think
Jay, I think you got to.
And I think what I've read too, and maybe me even as a fan, I think he's been fortunate, or Michigan basketball has been fortunate this year to be a little overshadowed. There's like still this, well, even for me, this hangover from football, right? Just a few weeks ago, one of the best, well, even Charles Woodson, I think, I don't remember if I talked about it on the show, but Charles Woodson said if this team last year, this year we just had, wins the national championship, they'll end up being better than our team in '97 that won the national championship. So I really felt like this was the best team I saw in all my lifetime at Michigan in football. So I think in a good way, maybe that's bought a little bit of time, but it's when that, we talk about March Madness, I'm excited for college basketball. I love the tournament. I'm looking forward to watching. But it's just not the same without Michigan being competitive. So
right. I mean,
I'm having a hard time personally.
Like the tournament needs Michigan in there, like they need Duke in there, they need North Carolina in there. So let's just see, America, when the Big Ten tournament comes, let's just see how far Michigan can go.
Yep. There's always hope.
I got one thing. I want to give out a shout out to Mike Smith. He played for Michigan on the undefeated team. Mike Smith.
Wow.
Yeah, and I played with him back when I was a little kid in Burr Ridge. We were playing one-on-one, and we used to fight on the basketball court. And yeah, now he's on TV, and actually, he actually went to the professional Turkey League now. So shout out to Mike Smith.
Shout out to you, Money Mike Smith. Just to let everybody know, Cousin Faizon plays a little bit of D2 college basketball, so he know the game.
Nice. And I didn't want to necessarily put you on the spot, but your son goes to UNLV. How's UNLV been in basketball this year? I really haven't.
UNLV is going through ups and downs right now. Start of the year, high hopes for them. They did not look good. They dropped like 5-6 games. Now they're slowly crawling back up. Nevada, San Diego State, Colorado State, those teams are really good in the Mountain West. But look, let's make a turn real quick. The NBA. Okay. JP, we never talk NBA. What team sparks your interest in the NBA? The Nuggets won it last year.
Yeah, and in a weird way, like I talked probably a month or two ago about how horrible the Pistons are. So as a Pistons fan, it's kind of hard for me. I really kind of eliminates my basketball team. But in the past few years, I love watching Steph Curry. I love Golden State. I feel I'm watching. I'm hoping they can somehow make the playoffs and make a run in the playoffs. But you talk about the Clippers. It's kind of cool and exciting to watch how good the Clippers are right now. Dallas Mavericks are always competitive, and Denver, they got as good a chance as anyone to run it back. So I really think I wouldn't be surprised personally if Denver wins a back-to-back championship. But they've been playing good.
I like that.
That's a good prediction.
Who are you looking at?
Well, everybody's gonna not believe me, but it's the Bucks.
The Bucks.
The Bucks are gonna win it. They have the most home record and away wins this year. Both sides of the ball. I mean both sides of the court. Home court and away.
And I personally have not been paying attention to the Knicks, but they said the Knicks have done well in the trade.
Yes.
They made some great trades.
Yes, they did.
So it'd be interesting to see if the Knicks somehow can make some noise in the Eastern Conference for the first time in forever.
Forever.
It feels like.
Forever.
Back when,
Now with me, I'm just going to go with the best team in basketball right now. I'm going to go with the Celtics. They picked up Porzingis, which stretches the floor. They picked up Holiday, who played for the Bucks and got the chip for them. So they got a point guard, but we know the offense goes through Tatum, right? And once it goes through Tatum, it goes through Jaylen Brown. And the Knicks the Celtics just look good right now. But we know they can get there and fall apart. But the Celtics and the Bucks and the Knicks are going to be good games to watch, especially Celtics and Knicks. That's going to be good. And we got the Sixers out there, but Embiid is hurt, right? And as long as he's out, the game slows down. I can't see Philly really going nowhere. Miami is playing really bad basketball. Jimmy Butler's been hurt all year. Don't get me wrong, the Lakers, as long as they got LeBron and AD, they're good. And Golden State is still in the 12th spot right now.
Oh, yeah.
So we just can't wait to see them turn.
One team to look out for is the Timberwolves.
And the Timberwolves. Timberwolves and OKC, two young teams, they're battling first and second in the West, while the Celtics is number one in the East, and Denver's fourth in the West. So we just want to go ahead and wrap up this great show. I want to tell you thank you so much for tuning in 702 Sports.
We appreciate
on the
you.
Sideline. For JP, Rylee, Faizon, in his motion.
And thanks so much for Penalty Box hosting us.
Thank you so much for Penalty Box. And our live stream that's coming.
Check us out.
Valentine's Day, 702 style. And to Miss Starr, Miss Naomi Starr, you're the queen of comedy. See you later.